Like right now, one of us, not saying who, working hard for a PS5. You know, shout out to all who got a PS5 from their baby mama or sugar mama.
Someone's getting jumped at the parking lot of Walmart. That's all I'm saying.
Don't let them catch you slipping. That's all I'm saying.
And also shout out to everybody who got a Xbox, the newest Xbox right now at their home crib with their cheap ass TV. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate the pictures.
Yeah. Oh,
we appreciate that.
Damn, bro, why you gotta be like that? Hey, you know, that would have been me. That would have been me. Like,
nah, man, I'm showing love. You know what I'm saying? They did something that I would never in my life would do, which would be pre-ordering over $800,000 game console for what? You know, when Christmas and the day after Christmas you could get a good deal. That's my approach when it comes to game console. But I'm not a gamer. That's my thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go there. We're gonna say get a PC, you know, PC Master Race.
Yeah, I'm like Master Race coming up. Okay,
Master.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Well, I just wanted to, if it's okay with you, Jay, I just want to throw like 2 shout outs out there.
Go for it, dude.
So I want to give a shout out to my boy Justin Asante over there at Hobby Haven.
Hey.
I hadn't seen him in like 6 months because, you know, like I have such a huge back catalog of kits. He's like, hey, I love the podcast. You guys are doing great. I hit him up on the phone. I was like, hey, what's up, bro? He's like, who this? And I was like, oh, you know, so-and-so. He's like, Monty. That's all you had to say. I was like, oh, shit. So big fan. He's loving the show. Really appreciate you, man.
Love that.
And the other shout out I want to give out is to you, big man, because you've been crushing it. You've been putting in mad work every week, man, doing the audio, doing the visual. You know, we appreciate you. So this is our head Kage right here. This is the Rai Kage himself, the head of the United Shinobi Forces right here.
Yeah, appreciate that, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Much love and respect on that. You know, it's something that it's been a vision that's been happening. Season 4, soon to be season 5 for 2021, and I'm really excited to have spent it with every single one of you, and really excited for the future as well. So, you know, it's a baby that I'm glad that everybody is kind of enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? So thank you again for that. And of course, thank you again for every follower who've been listening to us since day one. You guys are the real ones. We love you and appreciate you. Now, with that being said, our topic of tonight is really interesting. I'm going to just pass the ball to my man David, and David is going to break it down to the theme of the night.
All right, so yeah, like as everybody knows, just like there isn't just, you know, an anime gets announced and then it gets, you know, displayed from beginning to end. It's usually broken down in some way, shape, or form. And pretty much what I tossed out for an idea for us to discuss tonight is the pros and cons of all these different kinds of anime formats, so to say.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know, you have it's kind of more of a product, I think, of COVID this year, but one thing that's kind of been characteristic of this year is the 2 12-episode seasons. So, you know, in the winter, you might get 12 episodes, like with Haikyuu this year. Get 12 episodes, and then later on in the year, you get the other half of what should be, in my opinion, just go with 24 in a row. But then you get the other half later on in the year at some point. Then you have other animes, you know, like say Fire Force, that you get the 24 episodes pretty much yearly. Last year was the first 24, this year the second 24. Same thing with My Hero Academia. You know, year after year, you get the 24 episodes just straight right through. And then, you know, then there's some other animes like, you know, like Bleach, One Piece, Black Clover. They just go straight through, and just to make sure that they don't catch up with the source material, they're throwing fillers or whatnot, or they might take a week or two break off. So there's a whole bunch of different ways that anime gets broadcasted, and I figured it'd be kind of cool to talk about what our own personal preferences were, what the pros and cons of all these different things are, and just branch out from there.
All right, cool. So I would like to start off personally with my busy schedule. You know what I'm saying? Monty mention part of the stuff I do out of us having a fun time. I usually enjoy
part.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I really appreciate the 12 episode format because it makes me want to have more if it's done correctly. Anime Haikyuu, half season now, half season later, I think it was a great teaser. I appreciate that. It makes me want to be more invested with the anime. One anime that I personally enjoy and everybody is sick and tired of me mentioning is God Eater. God Eater was one that I wish there was more, but I was satisfied with 12 episodes. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I really think 12 format should be more of an ideal for high quality anime to attract more, to then hit them hard later in the future with maybe a 24 or 56 episode like Fairy Tail. What about you, Juan?
I have a question for you though, but do you prefer when you get an anime and you get it once, like one episode per week, or do you enjoy something like the way that Netflix releases an anime and you get the whole season? So it's just right there, and if you got some time, you can bang it all out of the way. Or do you prefer when you just, do you prefer when you just can absorb it like one episode at a time, and you can, think about the episode and talk with other people about it, or would you rather just kind of like,
okay, so
if it's
so as you guys know, even though I did the review on Haikyuu, that's an anime that I'm willing that it's packaged for me. And I could binge it out because it's, the suspense and the great quality of that anime is worth watching it one hit. Me watching it weekly, I would have a heart attack. I probably wouldn't be here. I'd be dead because I just I need it now. But other animes that currently are out, I really enjoy them weekly. So it's more about how the level of attraction is for the anime for me to see if it's worthy or not, to be bingeable or not. Baki is a good one that I could say I prefer to watch that in a bingeable format than weekly, because some of the stories so whack, I just want to get over with just so I could see the fighting scene and then be done. So honestly, to answer your question, it all depends on the anime storyline.
Okay.
All right, so now I'm throwing the ball down to you. What is your preferable format?
I think for a long time I'd like to get into a rhythm with things.
Ooh.
So a lot of the anime that I really enjoyed was anime that was ongoing anime, like One Piece, right? Except I haven't actually caught up with One Piece.
Nobody.
But my ongoing anime, it's sort of like Naruto, Naruto Shippuden. Watched it as he was coming out. From I think it was since I was probably a junior in high school. It's quite a bit of time until he finished, right? Bleach, I love Bleach, and it was just that I think it was Bleach came out on Tuesdays or Thursdays, and Naruto came on the other day of the week, and I had that pattern of on this day I'm gonna watch this, kind of religiously for a long time. And looking at it from now, from my perspective now, I feel I do feel some of those filler episodes ended up being a big waste, and a lot of the desire for the show went away, and it's just not that great. So I really wish that we had that format of 24 episodes for a season, and that's all you got for the whole year, but they were good quality episodes. You got 24 good episodes every year. Some animes that have 12 episodes, I've noticed recently that they're so good. It's almost like the quality of anime is being a little bit higher, that the storytelling at least is higher, not necessarily the animation always or the music necessarily, but I feel at least storytelling, it's more up there now, and I do enjoy that. It's also good, I think, that once you have if you can anticipate it and watch it once a week instead of just binge watching the whole thing. Many times I find that when I binge watch something entirely, I missed it for a long time. It's just kind of it's good, but then it's over for me. I just like taking it one week at a time, like I did with Vinland Saga. I see it came out once a week, right? They could have just released the whole thing.
They could.
So it just shows that, Attack on Titan is once a week when it is out, right?
Oh, December, baby.
Oh yeah.
December 2020, guys. Can't wait for it. All right, fair enough. I definitely want to dissect more on what you said, but I definitely want to hear from the others. So, Monty, what's your format?
For me, my personal preference is I love, like, I tell anybody who's got a show they want to recommend, I will watch the shit out of it. No questions asked. If it's 13 episodes or less. Anything more than that, I need a little convincing. Like 24 episodes, yeah, I gotta need a little convincing. 52 episodes, you better write me an essay on how fucking good this show is. Like that's a lot of commitment. I could bang out like 3 shows by then, like.
So what Juan tell you get you into Saint Seiya?
Ooh.
Oh, I mean,
that's a commitment right there.
Ooh.
Well, you know what it is.
Yo!